What's going on, guys? This is Jason of Auglitical. As always, I swim through the politics so you don't drown too. I am just a man trying to bring common sense in a world where common sense isn't so common. DoorDash driver kidnapped, raped by creep who opened fire on family who came to rescue her. So already this sounds very interesting. Very interesting considering the fact that I just had a thing with DoorDash where late at night I was super hungry. I was like, yo, you know what? I want to order some food. So I'm working an extra shift at work and I'm like, it's raining super hard outside. And I go, I want to order me some food. So I ordered me some White Castle. I had some burgers on the way, some cheese fries, and a smoothie. And I see the delivery coming from DoorDash. And they deliver, I see them close to the area. And it's across the street from where I work. And I see the person, I'm like, okay, they're gonna call. I'm gonna be like, hey, you know what? No problem. Normally, people sometimes get stuck in that area. It's actually across the street. Some people don't see the numbers. You're not the only person that it happens to. No big deal. All I see is it say order delivered. Not delivered in front of me because I can see if you deliver. I got a whole 360 section, just about what, like 270-degree angle here, where I can see where you're supposed to deliver at, right? The whole front area, I can see this. It said delivered, dash or dipped. Delivered. In the rain, can't get the food. Food gone. Talk about some delivered. Hit them up immediately. Yo, food wasn't delivered. Do not pass go. This person should not be tipped. Do not collect $200. F this. I was like, you know what? Refund me. Refund me. And also, you know what? Never mind. Deleted the account. I don't support Uber Eats anymore. I don't support DoorDash. They do their drivers dirty. They shouldn't just contactless deliveries fucking wild. They're just dropping food off anywhere. That's fucking crazy. Anyway, back to the article. A DoorDasher driver was kidnapped and raped in Florida by a creep who opened fire on her family when they came to rescue her, police said. My man's name is Killins? I'm, my man's name is Killins. Like straight up. Straight up Killins. Really? Really? Straight up Killins. Joseph Killins, 38, was arrested Saturday in connection to the April 18th horror involving a female delivery worker in Tampa, according to police. Killins is accused of holding the driver, who was in her 20s, at gunpoint around 11 p.m. and making her drive to an apartment at the Bellera Lakes apartment complex where he allegedly raped her, cops said. While she was at the apartment, the victim's family checked her cell phone location and rushed to help. It's unclear how the kid knew she was in trouble, because that's family. Sometimes family, that's how family gets down. And as a person who just found my family after 23 years, it's overwhelming. It is over. That's family. That's what real friends and families like. They can tell when something's wrong. Those are the people you keep around. That's real right there. While she was at the apartment, the victim's family checked her cell phone location and rushed to help. It's unclear how the kid knew she was in trouble. I'm pretty sure also they probably know about DoorDash and how it's kind of messed up, so they probably looking out for each other, and that's a smart way to do it. The victim's family, who had been tracking her phone, arrived and rescued her from the car. Killings responded by firing multiple times, police said. So I'm guessing Killings wasn't the one that ordered the food. He didn't order the food, right? He wasn't the one that ordered the food. I don't think he's the one that ordered the food. I think he just probably saw her and just did that. Because that would be wild, right? The victim's family, who had been tracking the phone, one of the shots hit a family member of the victim's girlfriend, a woman in her 20s. After firing multiple rounds, Killing fled the scene. My man's name is fucking Killins. His name is Killins. The next day, Killins threw a woman in her early 40s to the ground at the same apartment complex, punching her in the face before stealing her backpack, according to police. He was last seen running away towards the Haven Waters Edge apartment complex. Ain't no way in hell, bro. Detectives assigned to the two cases collaborated and was eventually led to Killins, police said in a release. He was located by authorities at the Tampa Inn Hotel on Friday night and arrested We are appalled by this heinous and abhorrent crime. No one should ever have to endure something as horrific as this, and we're here to support the Dasher in any way we can, said DoorDash spokesperson Julian Curley. We're grateful to Tampa Police for their work to hold the perpetrator accountable, and we strongly hope justice is served. Well, if justice is served, for how long? For how long is justice going to be served? Because here's the thing. Let's say this person gets, I mean, he had a firearm. I'm guessing it was illegally obtained. He sexually assaulted somebody. I mean, I don't think that this is, he probably has a paper trail at this point, right? He's probably done a lot of shit if he's just going around shooting at people and all of this stuff. He's probably mentally deranged. Uh, or not. Maybe he just gotten away for it for too long. But here's the thing. How long would they keep him in prison? Because here's the thing. You know how they're just going to let these type of people go. So what? A year in prison? Maybe some crazy shit like that? And then he's on the street doing it again? What is the right answer in this situation? What is the right answer? It's funny because somebody brought it up to me. They was like, with that 3-strike thing, they was like, they actually believe that people who get 3 strikes should just be executed and killed, which is wild to me. But does that sound right to you? Does that sound like something that we should apply in our civilization? Do you think that criminals wouldn't do the shit that they were doing if they knew that, hey, I'm fucking up? You think that things would change overnight? My man name is Joseph Killins. That's a damn shame, bro. Let's look at the comments. Why does society... Damn, No Lives Matter says, why does society waste time with thugs like this? After a fair trial and one night right to appeal, if the crime is murder, felony murder, or a 3 strikes felony, the criminal should be promptly executed. This is exactly what I was just saying. Thereby keeping society safe, decreasing the expense of incarceration, and sending a message to other criminals. Yeah. The more crowded we become, the less civilized. So we have no time to debate mercy and understanding. Nah, it's the blacks that's destroying it, bro. Come on, man, don't do that. Because our justice system is broken. This is not a typical example. Normally, people just plea out because they can't afford to fight charges, even if they're innocent. So your idea would end up executing a lot more innocent people than we already do. Okay, that makes sense. That's probably why we don't do nothing like that 3 strikes rule automatically kill them. Okay, sure. See, listen. I'm open to figuring things out. Now I know the reason why we can't have a 3 strikes rule. You're out for good is because a lot of people would probably say that they're innocent. Unfortunately, your views do not coincide with the world order group that is pushing our country in that direction. We must wake up and push back. Our country is in dire trouble, but we can save it. Now let's get to work. Please remember how our forefathers fought so very hard to give us this U.S. of A. I actually just finished talking to my friend and I was like, you know what? I honestly feel like as though people in the United States, if they can't prove their loyalty to the United States, they shouldn't be in the United States. If you can't pledge your allegiance to the American flag, you need to go. And he was like, but then people can just lie and say that they pledge allegiance to the flag. I was like, but there's so many that won't do it. I said, it's a start. It's a fucking start. And if they don't want to be there, let them go to any other country that they claim is better. All the other virtue signaling countries, like Canada and all of that, send them over there. One way. Don't come back. We better not find you back here. We don't like your kind. Thug, creep. Wow, you guys are really doing verbal gymnastics and dancing around the obvious to say politically correct. Mark, what the fuck are you talking about? Are you gonna say the N-word, Mark? Now the thing is, I know that there are some people, especially in these forums, they come on these forums and they're not the typical people that digest these articles, right? They are instigators. They are people that literally will say certain things to make this site look bad, Such would, no doubt, reduce incidence of crime, but dealing with the causes of crime is the better and more productive solution. Like your screen name, America would never abandon due process. Saudi Arabia, China, Iran, and North Korea executes first and ask no questions later. Nirvana does exist. Susan says impulse control at an all-time low. When are the FDA, CDC going to make a vaccine for impulse control deficit disorder? Dan Mart says, don't let him blame an impulse control syndrome for his criminal behavior. His ruthlessness is part of his inner self. His personality, his numerous assaults and transgressions are more indicative of a durable psychopathic inner soul. I don't know what you just said, but it sounds good. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will catch you guys next time. And you know what? This woman is very lucky to have a family like what she had. That family's a real one. They all came to protect her. And while this man was shooting at them, they didn't give two shits. That's the type of families you should be trying to strive to either build or be in. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you next time. Peace. And chicken grease.